In this video, we're going to solve this problem. So given f double prime is greater than 0 for all x between 1 and 2, f of 1 is 5, f of 2 is 9, and f prime of 1 is 3, show that 6.5 is less than f of 1.5 is less than 7. So this is, I think, kind of a straightforward problem, but let's take a look. So first thing I'm going to do is draw something, right? So I think that's always a good way to start these problems. So I'm going to focus in on the fact that f double prime is greater than 0 for all x between 1 and 2. Just kind of draw something that's concave up. And then what I want to do is, because I know f prime of 1 is 3, and I'm trying to approximate the value. So approximating a value, you're mostly going to use a tangent line, but sometimes on the AP exam, you're asked to use a secant line, which I think is less common, which is why I'm making this problem. So here's our tangent line, which you can see is clearly below the curve. And then here would be our secant line, which you can see is clearly above the curve. So what I'm going to do is just show that this value, the true value, is trapped in between the approximation from the tangent line and the approximation from the secant line. That's all we're going to do. So we're going to write the equation of the tangent line. So we know that f of 1 is 5 and f prime is 3. So we'll use point slope form. So y minus 5 is 3, x minus 1. And then we'll approximate the value of f of 1.5 using this tangent line. So we will say that y, so I said y of 1.5, typically you'd say f of 1.5. I don't know, I'm not going to fix that, but I think you should probably say f, but I don't think you're going to lose any points for that. So y of 1.5 is approximately 6.5. Notice the approximate sign and then the equal sign. So y of 1.5 is approximately the value of the tangent line. The value of the tangent line is exactly 6.5. So make sure you're very clear on that when you're doing your work. So we know that the true value is bigger than this, but we're going to get to that later. Let's do the secant line. So for our secant line, we need to figure out the slope, which is the average rate of change on 1 to 2. So I'm just going to call it m. So it's going to be f of 2 minus f of 1 over 2 minus 1. So that's going to be 9 minus 5 is 4 over 1. So 4. And then we will point slope this as well. So don't forget, you can write equations of secant lines in the exact same way. It's just use average rate of change instead of instantaneous rate of change. So y minus 5 is 4 quantity x minus 1. Now we want to approximate the value of the function at 1.5. I used y again. I don't know. So I've been doing a lot of differential equation stuff, and in differential equations you tend to say y of, which I think is why this probably happened. But so y of 1.5 or f of 1.5 is approximately 5 plus 4 times 0.5. So 5 plus 2 is 7. All right, now we just have to write up our answer, right? And this is important because this kind of thing you might see on multiple choice, like on which of the following intervals does the value of f of 1.5 fall, or it could be a free response where you'd have to actually justify your work. You know, just make sure you can do all of this stuff. So here, I'm going to say, I'm going to reference the concavity, I'm going to say what happens with the tangent line, and then I will make a conclusion. So here it is. Since f double prime is greater than 0, the tangent line gives an underestimate. Therefore, we know f of 1.5 is definitely bigger than 6.5, for sure. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the secant line, except I'm going to draw like the opposite conclusion, right? So I'm going to reference the concavity. I'm going to say that the secant line gives an overestimate, and then the value. So here we go. So f double prime greater than 0 means the secant line gives an overestimate. Therefore, we know that f of 1.5 is less than 7. And then our final conclusion is what we were supposed to show. So we know for a fact that 6.5 is less than f of 1.5 is less than 7. And that's kind of the entire idea. I want to make this. I've seen multiple choice questions like this. I've seen this on free response. I think the secant line is a little less common than the tangent line. So I hope this was helpful, and good luck.